Hey, Georgia. There's Sarah, Samantha. You guys look comfortable. And Haley, awesome. I'm sitting here in the dark. I think we need some sunshine. I'm so ready. It's been so gloomy. Have you guys had crud? Like, has your family been sick? We've just had so much crud. Ready to be done. All right, let me see if there's anyone else. I'm gonna check my email a minute, see if I got an email from anyone. No, I don't see anything. Okay. All right, so we'll just give people a couple more minutes. See if they show up. Haley, what am I looking at there? I'm like looking out your window. And Samantha, you look like you're in bed still. That's so awesome. Morgan, I like the blanket behind you on the wall there. Is that your room decoration or is it somewhere else in the house? Yeah, oh, that's cool. There's Haley. Uh-oh, she's still in her bathrobe. What is going on? Are you not feeling well? Oh, it's a blanket. Oh, yeah, I get it.
I woke up 0.4 minutes ago.
Oh. And that's why you put the hat on. Get up, put the hat on, go to class. Right? Do that here. Are you guys going to the thing tomorrow? The mock interview thing?
Yeah.
Yeah? No, I just heard Haley. No one else is going. I think for seniors, I think it's something that you can finish your curly with, your career-related learning experience. So it's a good way to get your curlies out of the way. Haley, are you a senior? What are you?
No, I'm a junior.
Just getting it done. Nothing wrong with that. It should be kind of fun. It's always good to practice interviews. All right, so here's what I am gonna do. Where's my chat? There's my chat. All right, so here is the link. Today's lesson. I just posted it in the chat. And hopefully if some other people show up, they can find it. Though I always see that people can't find it. Does it disappear? No? I never know why people can't find it when they come late. Maybe they just aren't looking in the chat.
No, because when you come late, the chat is new. So you can't see all the old stuff in the chat.
I didn't realize that. That's good to know. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And then I got to make sure I have the chat showing because I know people put stuff in there. And then if I can't see it, I'm in trouble. Okay, so here are the emails that I have to respond to, which you guys don't care about. And we are going to look at this. All right, you guys are already there. I see Haley, I see Morgan, I see Georgia, I see Samantha. Awesome. So I think I might be missing who? Well, that might be it. Is everybody there? Oh, there we go. Oh, Sarah. There's Sarah. Awesome. All right, so we get to start my absolute favorite unit in creative writing. Have you guys ever heard of NaNoWriMo? So NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month. I was just talking to someone at school about this yesterday. But it's National Novel Writing Month. It's November. And what your goal is in the month of November is to write a novel, 50,000 words. And so you can sign up to do this NaNoWriMo thing, and every day you write like 1,600 words, and at the end of the month you have 50,000 words and you have a novel, which is crazy. But it's also kind of cool because it gets you regimented, right? Like people think, you know, I can't write unless I have inspiration. Well, if you wait for inspiration, you might never write, right? Like maybe it'll never happen then. You really have to be as regimented in writing fiction as you are with writing anything else or doing school. So National Novel Writing Month gets you in this rhythm of writing every day and putting words on paper. And they might not be great words, and that's okay, right? You might have to go back later and go, oh my word, right? This needs some serious editing. In fact, I probably need a friend to edit it for me. And that's okay. That's what writing is. It's a process. So today we're going to start our fiction writing process. And again, this is my fave. And we're going to talk about writing great characters. A lot of times, if you can put together a great character for a story, you're halfway there, right? Because that character, if it's a really good character, it can write itself. That story can write itself. So first, we're going to talk about characters. So this is, well, do you guys know who this is? If you know her name, type in the text box here. I just highlighted it. Does anyone remember this character's name? I know she's from a little while ago, so you know might have to dig into your childhood memories to try to remember who this is. Yeah, right. You guys all know it. Yes, this is Edna Mode. Why is she a good character? Like put in that box something that you remember about her that makes her a good character. Someone that would stay in your mind. She's funny. Yeah, Georgia, exactly. She is hilarious. She's a smart aleck, right? She has a spunky personality. She does. She makes the uniform for Mr. Incredible, and she totally, stands up to Mr. Incredible, even though he's, 25 times her size. She's rude, yes, and she stands on a stool. Right? Even to open up the door, she has to stand on a stool and peek out. Yeah. She has a smart mouth. Absolutely. What's her famous line? Does anyone remember the famous line that she says from this movie? Yeah, Georgia. That's it. I still use this line, right? Like, I don't know, in various situations because it's good. It's so true, right? Like when she says no capes, right? She's talking to Mr. Incredible, no capes. And then they show all these different superheroes who have like got sucked into wind turbines and stuff because of their capes. I mean, it's funny and it's true. Like, why would a superhero wear a cape? Seems like that would kind of get in the way. But anyway, yes, she is a memorable character for all of the reasons that you guys put here. These are great. Let's look a minute at the next one because this is also a really, really fantastic character. All right, Haley already has the name Captain Jack Sparrow. Why is Captain Jack Sparrow a good character? I love this guy. This is my son's absolute favorite character ever. He's funny. Yes, absolutely. Why is he funny? Like, what does he do that makes him? I'm going to move him a little bit because he's covering up some words here. Somehow he got big. He's kind of stupid. Well, he is. You're right. That's a good comment. But he's stupid in a smart way, which always kind of confuses me, right? Like he gets into these ridiculous situations and then gets out of them. Why? It's funny. He is stupid. Dumb decisions and they work out. Exactly. He makes dumb decisions all the time. I just saw the most recent movie, actually. And it wasn't bad. Like I thought, oh no, here we go, right? Pirates of the Caribbean number 25 or whatever it is. And it was still pretty good. And I think it's because of him. I think he's making it work. And he's probably making a ton of money on it. But he's good. He's quirky. Yes, he is. He's daring. Stupid. He carries around a jar of dust. Yeah, what is up with that? He carries around a lot of weird things. And then what is up with all the stuff in his hair all the time? Like I always think, ew, his hair must be filthy. Yeah, he is a great character. And look at this. We all knew who he was. Every single one of us had something to say about Jack Sparrow. He stays with us. If you can create someone like this, you're doing really well. So the next one, this was someone that one of my students last semester put on here, and I don't know her, this character. So I'm going to have to rely on what you guys say. Do you know Laura Croft? And why is she memorable? Because I don't know her at all. And so when she mentioned her, I thought, well, here's my ignorance coming out, and maybe it's just a generational thing, but I don't know who she is. She's awesome. Why is she awesome? Like, what makes her awesome? Who's Georgia? What makes her awesome? Because she's strong and capable. I mean, she looks like she can, shoot a bow and arrow, obviously. She's daring, adventurous, awesome. Someone said she's a bad A, blah, blah, blah. You're right. Okay, so a couple people don't know her. Okay, so I'm not the only one who doesn't know her. Okay. Yeah, so again, maybe in certain circles there are characters that come out too as memorable. And maybe because I think this is from a video game. And I haven't ever played that video game. I'm not a huge video game player. So maybe I don't know her because I don't play that game. But again, lots of people do know who she is. Oh, there's a Tomb Raider movie. Oh, really? So then maybe I will become familiar with her. I don't know who she is right now, but maybe if I see the movie, I'll, be exposed to her in some way.
It's that brand new movie with the trailer where she's like floating down this like really crazy river, and there's like this airplane that's like broken and everything. She grabs onto it and it ends up like falling and everything, and she's like really cool. She's like the girl version of Indiana Jones.
Well, so I'm a sucker for strong female characters. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, she's trying to figure out like a quest that her dad never finished.
Oh, so this could be good. I might want to see that movie. Well, and today we have all girls in this virtual session. I love strong female characters. I think about Hunger Games. That was a great female character. And there's lots of them anymore. It used to be that it was all men, right? It was all men characters. And that's not the case anymore. There are really good, strong female characters who stay with us. There are a few older. Oh, yeah, Samantha. Okay. I haven't seen those, though. Okay, Angelina Jolie. That rings a bell for me. I haven't seen those either. But think about that too. When you're creating your short story, think about, you guys are women. Can you create strong female characters? And what does that mean? Like, for some reason, we seem to think that strong female characters these days have to, be able to shoot a gun and fight. Do all female characters have to do that and be strong? Consider that as you're writing. Can female characters be funny? Hunger Games, she's not funny, right? But maybe, there's a Jack Sparrow female character out there who would do really well, kind of like Edna Mode. Okay, so now what I want you to do, so if you look at slide 5, only 2 people can go on this slide. So you'll have to either do slide 5, 6, or 7. I want you to go find an image. So like go to Google Images and do the right click, copy thing. Bring an image here of a favorite character and then explain why this is your favorite character. Oh, okay. Oh, what's this guy's name again? Oh, Haley, I know that guy. I don't remember his name though. Lilo and Stitch, right? Stitch. He's a great character. Okay, so why is he one of your favorite characters? Yeah, unique. Absolutely. And they accept him. And he's a quirky, funny little thing too. And he makes these sort of social gaffes all the time. Oh, I saw that movie too. Okay, who chose this one? Sarah. What is her? I want to say Alana, but that's not. Oh, Moana. Yeah. Oh, she's a strong female character. She's great. Awesome. Good choice. Oh, wait. Iron Man. Yes. Iron Man is an awesome character, partly because it's Robert Downey Jr. who plays Iron Man, and he's such a smart aleck. He's very quick-witted. Oh, Monk. That's a good one. Yeah, he's hysterical. He has a lot of problems, but a lot of those. She's strong and independent, and the storyline doesn't involve an unnecessary. Oh, I want to see what you're going to write there, Sarah. That's good stuff. But a lot of these problems help him solve the cases. Yeah, Monk is just so obsessive compulsive, right? He's got some serious obsessive compulsive disorders, which is really fascinating because so many people have those disorders, and yet it does help them. Yeah, that's a great example, Morgan. All right, who else do I have here? We've got Lilo and Stitch. Oh, rooster. Haley, that's funny. I totally forgot about that little rooster. He's funny. How are you doing, Georgia? I know sometimes it's kind of tricky to find an image to copy and paste. He's always causes problems, but he's still highly respected. Yeah, that's so true. He's super smart, right? And we have a lot of respect for people who are very smart. You're trying to find an image? Okay, yeah. Sometimes it takes a little bit if you don't have someone in mind. These are great examples, though. And they do stay with us. I mean, a lot of you found a character really quickly because as soon as you thought, okay, who would I put on here? You had someone in mind, right? Because there are characters that stick out. And think about their qualities. How did they become memorable? And that, when you are writing your short story, think about that for your character. Like if you create someone who's, right, just a typical kid in high school, that people can relate to that on some level. But on another level, it doesn't stand out, right? So you have to think about how do you strike a balance? And there's no one who's just typical, right? Everyone has quirks and everyone has little idiosyncrasies that come out and make them funny and smart and memorable. So think about those things when you're creating a character. Okay, so we're going to go down to slide 10. So just take a look quickly at slide 10 a minute. So how do you come up with a great character? These are some of the things that I'm going to want you to do while you're writing your short story. Create someone who you're passionate about. If you care about that character, so will your readers, okay? Look for qualities in regular people first. This is a really great way to start, right? Like my dad is a super memorable character. He was always super embarrassing for me because he would say things in public that were like, Dad, and he has a really strong Dutch accent because he's an immigrant. And he just, so I can start with him. I start with regular people first, but also someone unique. Oh, and Haley just added someone you relate to. That's really important because if you create someone that you can't relate to, it's not going to come across as believable, right? So have you ever heard that thing that people say about fiction writing, write what you know? Write what you're familiar with. If you suddenly create a world that you don't know anything about and a character, like if you write about someone who's in the army and you've never been in the army, it may not come across as believable. So relate to that person and write about something you know. And descriptive personality is the last thing we have here. Okay, so what I want you to do for our last little bit here, the next slides, 11 through 22, have characters on them. And I want you to take a look at those characters and then answer the questions on the right. So just choose one. Choose someone that looks unique, that you think you could relate to, that you think could have a descriptive personality. All right, so look for those things in these characters and choose one and then answer the questions on the right. Make sure you put your name on the slide too so I can give you credit for which one you chose. Yeah, and then let's see what you come up with, right? You look at this image, and I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I'll tell you right now, we do it all the time. So in a way, I'm asking you to do it. I'm asking you to look at what these people are doing, how they're dressed, their kind of facial attitude, and try to come up with a story, a background about this character. And you know what? We do dress a certain way, and it does reveal character, and we do have certain facial expressions, and it does reveal character. So even though you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, our covers tell a lot about who we are, right? So I'm not even sure that that little phrase is accurate. Okay, so choose one of these characters on slide 11 through 22, and I don't care which one you choose. Make sure you put your name on it, and then I'm gonna hop up and down and see what you wrote about your character. And now I'll be quiet for a while. Except I might be coughing. Oh, nice, Morgan. Yeah, I like where you've gone with your character. She does look like someone who would be from a small town. She does not look like someone who grew up in the city. Yes, Sarah, this person is a character, I can tell. Oh, nice. Oh, Great Depression. Good. Oh, interesting, Haley. Yeah, you chose an interesting character there. Oh, George, I'm so glad you're doing this one. She's like one of my favorites, and no one hardly ever does her. I'm excited to see what you write. Oops. Oh, you guys are right. Have a couple people who just popped in and they couldn't see the link. I'm glad you told me about that. So Juliana and Vitaly, I just sent you guys the link again in the chat. I didn't realize that when you came late to the chat, you couldn't see what we had posted earlier. That's new to me. Okay, so we're working on creating great characters. So if you just came in, I want you to start first on slide 8 and find a favorite character and explain why this is your favorite character. So we had talked about Jack Sparrow. We had talked about Edna Mode from The Incredibles. Who is a favorite character? We have Iron Man on here, Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, Moana, Monk. So think about who is someone you see as a favorite character. Samantha, that's awesome. Wants to create great things like sweaters and scarves. That is very unique. Be her own, not controlled by anyone. She was forced to stay at her hometown, repeating the same basic day. Yeah, that would be discouraging. Nice. Very nice. You guys are creating great characters here. She wants to start a family and hold a job. Okay. Irene. Oh, that's a good name for her. 1930s Brooklyn. So this is really a historical story that you're working on there. I like that. That could create some interesting things. to fit in and be in the army. He can't take his medication while he's in the army. That could be a problem, right? A dinner with all his crew and he is socially awkward. Sure, someone with autism always has some difficulties there. He lives in Wisconsin. Whoa, care about this. He lost his dad in the war. Oh man. So he has a really tragic background. But what a great character. You know, he's trying to overcome some serious obstacles. Oh, what are her dreams? So I'm looking at George's now. Years to care. She's very compassionate, loving. She isn't afraid to stand up for herself and fight for her dreams. Okay, so I want to, musician. Nice. Okay, what kind of musician? What does she play? Does she sing? Good. These are good. Yeah, fill them out. Once you've filled yours out, look at some of the other character descriptions. What other people have come up with. These are good. All right, let me see if there are any questions here. Ask her to make a really good one character to choose. So Haley just asked the questions, those questions on the last slide. I want you to put those into a Google Doc and turn those into me for the exit ticket for this virtual session. Yeah, so Samantha's copying those questions. Just put them into a Google Doc, answer those questions, and turn in that link to the virtual session. And I just kind of want to see, you know, we're starting this fiction writing unit. I want you guys to think about, well, what am I going to write about? What kind of character am I going to create? I just want to make sure you're starting to think about that. Because I'm excited always to see what you guys write. So Vitaly, I didn't see, did you choose a slide? I didn't see that you chose one. I see you there on the bottom, but I don't see you. I see you on the link. Okay. Yeah, so the last slide, I see people copying and pasting that. Go ahead, copy paste those questions and turn in those answers. And then Vitaly, I don't know where you went. I don't see you on any of the slides. Oh, I see you on the last slide. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions, let me know. Put it in the chat box. I know Haley asked the question about those final exit ticket questions. But otherwise, answer those questions. Turn that into the class for your virtual lesson. And I love reading your short stories. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It's my favorite thing. This is the class that I always look forward to. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. And we'll keep talking about this in our virtual sessions. We'll keep developing dialogue, how to create really good dialogue for characters, and then how to create suspense in a story. So all of these things are what we're going to be working on now as you start to write your short story. So if you are done with your character, if you have the questions and you're answering those, then you are where you need to be and you are good to go. Oh, singing piano. Aha, George singing piano. Awesome. that coughing. Okay.